Waypoints. Waypoints will cover all aspects of navigation for the overland traveler. Navigation is the act or practicing of navigating, the method of determining position, course, and distance traveled.
Today, we're going to look at travel itineraries from a solo traveler's perspective. And yes, there is a difference. When it comes to solo travel, your first thoughts may be waking up with a hot cup of coffee, relaxing lazily in your rooftop tent, and unzipping a window to appreciate the epic view outside. Well, all those things can happen, and they most likely will happen. But somebody has to get up at the crack of dawn to make that coffee. And if you're a solo traveler, the answer is always you. You is going to be the answer for everything that you want done. Now, over time, you'll hone your skills, you'll pare down your gear to exactly what you need, and form a strategy for getting all the things done that make your trip epic for you. Now, with that said, there are some things that you need to get right in the beginning. You need to get it right the first time. And one of them is security. When traveling solo, security should be part of every single decision you make when planning and when you hit the road. When you're traveling solo, there's nobody to stay with your rig when you grocery shop. And a rig with out-of-town plates is attractive to professional thieves, as well as the opportunist. When you're camping remotely, solo, things can go sideways at any time for so many reasons. It could be some crazy person or people, mechanical problems, or a self-inflicted injury. This requires taking in consideration just about every possible scenario and planning for it. For instance, I like to Google in advance possible resupply points, like grocery stores, gas stations, things like that. I'm looking for the views of the stores and of their parking, because the most common security issue the majority of overland travelers confront is smash and grabs. So I choose places that have big windows and a parking lot so I can watch my rig the whole time. Now, thieves often surveil parking lots and side streets, and it's usually easy pickings for them. People usually park their cars and attempt to hide their valuables, but you stick out like a sore thumb when you do that. So before getting to my destinations, I securely put away anything of value. Then I drive to my destination, and I make sure I wasn't observed or followed. Today, social media has inspired many to start overlanding, but it's also created new security challenges. And I've learned this the hard way. A few years ago, when I started posting my journeys on Instagram, I had two experiences that changed how and what I post on Instagram. I had someone use the information that I posted on my Instagram to meet up with me. He was waiting on me when I arrived to my destination. And then I had a second situation occur, but it was in a remote area. This time, they used information, put it together, and deduced where I was heading. I didn't put where I was. Look, I don't want to stop seeing and reading about all the exciting things people do on their trips. But please take heed. Make sure you know what information you're displaying and how your location can be extrapolated or deduced. You need to decide for yourself what your security measures are and which ones to have in place if that fails. And I won't be suggesting any. But I will say in my case, you're at grave risk approaching me in the middle of nowhere. Some of the best tips I don't feel is smart or ethical to discuss in a public forum. But in my experiences, the best tips have come from fellow travelers. No matter what, you need to be proactive and plan your security now.